right, Alan, Fish Bite Rod. We're going to show you the boat we just got through with. It's a 2015 G3 Sportsman 200. Belongs to Chris Hammill down here in North Carolina. But we put our track system mounts, about 2 rod holders up in front. Went with a gray with a black swirl with the 2-position raises. We got the Bimini slides made for the Bimini top, so we can move it around a little bit if we want to. We also got 3 on each side back here in the back, and we got some custom T-bars with 4 on each side. It's going to be a great boat. We actually have Chris with us today, some of the AKA Rookie. You know, I asked him, how'd you come up with the name Rookie? Is that
back in the? I know a lot of people probably don't remember. Back in the days before all the Facebook groups and all the social media and all that, Catfish One was probably the main. I guess they called it a bulletin board chat. Yeah. So when I first got on there, when I first started fishing, that's probably 22 years ago, something like that. I was a rookie. I mean, I was 18 years old, just getting into catfishing, and so that was my name, Rookie12.
I know when I started, I guess it was a couple years after everything got going there, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Pretty close to the beginning. And I thought, man, I couldn't figure why they called you Rookie, because I said, man, that joker knows how to fish, he win and everything. Yeah. But how many, you said a while ago when we were talking, how many boats showed up to the first tournament and stuff?
I think the first Master Caddis tournament, Mike Chandler put it on. I think there were 6 boats there. If I remember right.
You said something about Mark or Buck?
If I remember right, I think Buck was there, Jeff Cole was there, Mike Chandler was there, I was there. There's probably a couple more. I think Jeremy was there, Gearhead was there.
Gearhead, yeah.
He took our money for a bunch of years out of a little bitty John boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I started, there was a bounty. $200 or $300 growing every day for the first 50-pound fish that come in in a tournament.
There was.
Now, just to show how much it's grown and how much catch and release is done, there's a 50-pounder caught in almost every tournament we have now. Yeah. I mean, man, we have 60, 70-pounders sometimes caught. Yeah. So it's really the catch and release has done so much for the sport.
It really has. Yeah. It was. I remember back in the day when the CPR thing really. I mean, everybody knows what CPR is now, catch photo release. But I remember actually having to ask somebody on Catfish One what that meant.
Me too. You
know? Yeah. But I mean, when it even first came about, catch photo release, and a lot of people preach it now these days, and it does make a big difference. Yeah. It's amazing to see how far things have come.
Right. A lot of the boats, like like this G3. I was asking you earlier, what made you choose a G3, or did any particular thing about G3? Or?
Well, it was. This is my 3rd boat, and the first one I had was a Tracker V165 with a 50 horse Mercury, 16-foot boat, and it did. I won a lot of tournaments in that boat, caught a lot of fishing. But moved up from it to a G3 1966, which that's the model. That ain't the year. It was a 06 model boat, but flat bottom boat, a little bit bigger, and I knew my next one I wanted to be this style one, something like this. Pro Cat 200, the Polar Craft 2010 Catfish, something along this walk-through windshield, a lot of room in the rear of it. Which when I first started fishing, there wasn't a lot of boats out. You remember there was not a lot of catfish-specific stuff out there at all, even down to a terminal tackle. I mean, we used a lot of like offshore stuff. Like the saltwater stuff was there wasn't really any catfish hooks out back then. Not many. Team Catfish may have been around back then. I can't remember, but it's just crazy how things have come, and then now you've got actual catfish specific, boats out there.
It's like the rod holder. Somebody said, "Why all the colors?" Well, you had to evolve.
Oh yeah.
It was said by a very, well-known person in this area that catfishing will never be what bass fishing is, but we can vouch for. Lord have mercy, there's different colored bobbers, different colored rattlers, different colored everything. Yeah. And it's really grown into something.
I don't think if you asked me when I was 18 and started fishing for catfish around here that it would ever get.
No, I'd have never thought it.
I would have never thought that things would be. I would have never thought there would have been as much, like the catfishing would have been a niche in the tackle industry.
Right.
I never would have thought, because I mean, I used to use, they wouldn't know, the only catfish rod I remember there being was an ugly stick catfish.
That's right.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Now you've got all kind of stuff to choose from. But I used to use, like I said, it was all like offshore, saltwater, inshore type stuff.
Yeah.
That's what you had to use to meet the fish that were around here.
Yeah. Well, I gotta ask you, Drew, what's the biggest fish you ever caught? Or catfish?
75 pounds out of bait. Yeah.
I think is that the one you beat me out of that month we had the online tournaments.
Yeah.
I was getting happy. I was counting the money. I said, well, it wasn't money, but I said, well, man, I got this month. And then lo and behold, 3 days left, he busted me.
It's bragging rights.
Well, Chris, listen, man, I know I'm gonna see you on the water with this thing.
Oh,
Hope to beat you more than you beat me, but it's been good working on it. Thank you, bud.
It's been a pleasure.
Brad did a good job on all the aluminum stuff he does.
I'm impressed. You know, I kind of had the idea. You know, Will Hunt's got a similar setup to this on his boat, and I talked to him about it some before I decided to do that. And, I think it turned out really good. I've never been a fan of the big rod racks.
Right.
You can't really get to the rear. You had to. And this being as far back as it is, and I look forward to it. I look forward to it. That's sure.
Yeah, it looks good, and
It does.
thank you.
It does.
Let them pull.